Hello everyone, we will go to the next section of this chapter, and it is called angle in the same segment. So if you have angle in the same segment, the angles will be the same. Yeah, so as you can see, the angle of X and the angle of Y in this image is facing the same segment, or maybe the same arc. That means the angle of X, the measurement of angle X will be equal to the measurement of angle Y. And then angle in the opposite segment. Opposite segment means when you have one of angle at the circumference facing one of the arc, the other angle at the circumference will be facing the rest of the arc. Yeah, that means they are facing in the opposite segment. The rules is the measurement of angle X added by the measurement of angle Y will become 180. Okay, you have to memorize these rules. Yeah. Okay, to understand the rules, let's take a look at the example questions. Example question 1, we have an image like this. First, I want you to take a look at the 65. The 65 is a circumference angle facing this arc. Okay, and then I think we have another one, which is this one. This circumference angle also facing the same arc as the 65. That means this one will be 65. The X is 65. Okay, that is how you get the X. And then next is to find the Y. To find the Y, I think we can find this one first. The orange angle. The orange angle will be 102 minus 65 equals to 37, I guess. So this one is 37. Okay, that is the orange angle. Next is to see the orange angle. The orange angle is a circumference angle facing this arc. And then for the Y, also circumference angle facing the same arc with the orange. That means the angle will be the same. So Y equals to 37 degree. So that is how you find X and Y in this question. Okay, we'll go to the next example questions. For this one, I think we should see this one first, the diameters. If that one is diameters, that means the circumference angle of this one will be 90 degree. So this is 90 degree. Okay, and then the next is the 18. Let's take a look at the 18. If this one is 18, the circumference angle facing this arc, right? And then we have another one. This is also circumference angle and it's facing the same arc. That means the X will be 18. So the X is 18. Wait, this one is 18. Okay, what next? The next one will be, I think we can find this one using the 90 degree. Because that one is 90 degree, that means this one is 180 minus 90 minus 26. And the result is 64. Yeah, it's 64. This one is 64. Okay, so next thing is I want to find this one. That one will be 180 minus 64. Since this is a straight line means 180. Yeah, so I will have 116. So that one is 116. And then to find the Y, we only have to use this triangle. The sum of the triangle is 180. That means to find the Y, it will be 180 minus 116 minus 18 equals to 46 degree. Okay, so X equals to 18 and Y equals to 46 degree. Okay, next is this one. For this one, I think we can use the angle in the opposite segment. This is one of circumference of angle of circumference, I mean, facing that arc, and then we have another one like this. It's facing the opposite arc. Yeah, so they are facing the opposite segment. That means the rules will be x plus 65 equals to 180. That means x equals to 115. I guess, yes, 115. Okay, so the x equals to 115, and then to find the y, you only have to use the triangle, this triangle. So 180 minus 35 minus 115, and the y equals to 140, 150 is 30. So y equals to 30. Okay, next question. For this one, I think I have to separate the shapes like this, and then I want you to see the diameters. We have a diameters right there, and then the circumference of this one will be 90 degree. Yeah, so this one is 90 degree. Okay, and then what next? Next is I want you to see this one, 128. I bet 128, and this one is the angle in the opposite segment. Yeah, so to find the angle of this, it will be 180 minus 128 equals to 52 degree. So if that one is 52 degree and this one is 90 degree, that means the x equals to 90 plus 52, so the x equals to 142 degree. This is the answer. And then next is tangent to a circle. At each point on the circumference of a circle, we can draw a line just touching it. This line is called a tangent. So if you have a point right there, we can create a line which is only touch the point. And if you have a point like this, you can draw the line like this, only touch the point. Yeah, this is called the tangent line. And a tangent line to a circle is perpendicular to the radius drawn. So if you draw a radius like this, the angle formed will be 90 degree. Yeah, perpendicular. And also this one, if you draw the radius, you'll have 90 degree right there at the intersection. And then the tangent also can be drawn from the external point. Let's say you have this external point, you can draw tangent to the circle like this. And of course, because the line is outside the circle, you'll have two tangent line. Yeah, and also for this one, if you draw the radius, you'll have 90 degree, and if you draw another one, you will have another 90 degree. And also if you separate them into two parts, you'll have a right triangle like this. Yeah, two right triangles. And the triangles is the same. Yeah, exactly the same. Okay guys, let's apply the concept into the example questions. Okay, so in this example questions, you already see the image. There is 35 as the angle of BAT, and then we also have a tangent line TAM. Okay, so first I want you to take a look at the radius. That means the question gives you this angle 90 degree, yeah, because of the tangent and the radius. And then after that, I think you can find this one. To find this one is only 90 degree minus 35, so equals to 55. So this one is 55 degree. I think we will not need the 90 degree anymore, so this is 55, and this one is radius. That means same angles, we will have another 55. And then we can find the AOB. We can find this one by using the triangle. yeah. So the triangle equals to 180, so that one will be 180 minus 55 minus 55 equals to 70. So that one is 70, guys. 70. Okay, next is we already have the AOB 70, and then APB. To find APB, we can use the angle at the center and the angle at the circumference. It will be half of the centers, right? So this one will be half times 70 equals to 35 degree. That means the answer for the second one is 35 degree. Next, this one, the question wants you to find the radius. Okay, so 12 is BT, yeah, not OT. That means this one is radius and that one is radius. So this one will be radius plus 12. Okay, so because of the tangent and radius will create a perpendicular or right angle, that means we can use this right triangle to use Pythagoras theorems. Okay, so Pythagoras theorem says a square plus b square equals to c square. The a is this one, r square, plus the b is that one, 18 square, and the c is this one, r plus 12, r plus 12 square. And then you can expand the r plus 12. This one is 324 equals to r plus 12 times with r plus 12, like that. So r square plus 324 equals to r square plus 12r 12r 24r plus 144, and then we will move the r square to the left hand side, and then the 144 to the left hand side also. We'll leave the 24r on the right hand side. So r square plus 324 will be subtracted with the r square and 144. The r square will be eliminated. For this one it will be 180. Yeah, 180 equals to 24r. So r equals to 7.5. So the radius equals to 7.5 centimeters. So this one is 7.5. Okay, next is to find the angle of AOB. We erase this one first. So we already know that this one is 7.5 and that one is 7.5. AOB. Okay, to find the angle of AOB, I think we have to use sine, cos, and tangent, yeah. Okay, let's label this angle as theta, and then this one is the opposite sides, and this one is the hypotenuse sides, and this one is the adjacent sides. Okay, I will use tangent. Wait, let me copy the image for you. Okay, never mind, we can see it clearly right now. I already moved the workings before. For this one, I think I want to use tangent. Actually you can use sine, cos, or tangent. Yeah, you can choose one of them because we already have all of the sides. Yeah, for the tangent the formula is opposite over adjacent, my bad. So tan theta equals to the opposite is 18 and the adjacent is 7.5, and then the theta equals to tan inverse of 18 over 7.5. And then you will use your calculator. Don't forget to set up your calculator into degree before you calculate. And the answer is 67.4. 67.4 degree. This is the theta. 67.4. Okay. And then the perimeter of the shaded region. Wait, where is the shaded region? Where is the shaded region? Oh no, which one? Yes, let's pretend this one lah ya. Okay, so that one is the area of sector. So area of sector equals to, oh my bad, I think it's this one guys, sorry, the shaded region will be that part. Okay, so the area of this one equals to the area of triangle, minus the area of sector. Okay, so for the area of triangle, we already have the base and the height. That means half times base times height. We can use this formula. Minus the area of sector is theta over 360 times pi r square. Just input all of the informations. We have the base of 18 and the height is 7.5. This is the base of the triangle. This is the height. Yeah, since it's perpendicular, you can use the 18 and 7.5. The theta is 67.4 over 360 times pi times the radius is 7.5 square. And then just calculate this using your calculator. And the final answer is 34.4 in 3 significant figures. So this is how you solve the example question. And that's it. That is the chapter. We already finished another chapters. I hope that you can understand it well. If you cannot, just ask me.